What's up, effortless investors, and welcome back to the channel. If you want to save money without feeling like you're depriving yourself of all the fun, then make sure you watch until the end of the video. Because today, we're going through 10 simple frugal living tips to help you spend less and invest more. Let's get into it. It's difficult to save money if you don't know where it's currently going. Use a budgeting app or budget tracker spreadsheet to help you track your expenses. I used to live month to month, wondering how I had no money to spend after what I felt were necessary expenses. Once I started examining my purchases more closely, I found that the occasional coffee shop visits were costing me well over £100 a month. The average takeaway coffee in the UK is around £3.50. If you get one every weekday, that amounts to £910 a year. If you make your coffee at home and take it with you instead, you could save up to £842 a year. Why not put that into a holiday fund instead? We can all agree that eating out is expensive, and a lot of the time it's out of convenience of not having to cook for yourself. Try planning your meals for the week. This will have two effects. Firstly, you're going to make a grocery list when you shop. This will help stop you from making impulse purchases. Secondly, it's far cheaper to cook at home than it is to eat out. If you take your leftovers from the night before to work instead of eating out, you're paying £3 to £5 less per meal. Now that's a hell of a saving over the course of a year. Now, be honest with yourself. Do you also have 3 different streaming subscriptions? One that perhaps you're pretty sure you don't need? Try cancelling it for a month. You can always resubscribe after the month if you really want it. For me personally, I have a Netflix, Amazon Prime and Disney Plus account. The latter being for my children on the odd occasion that they want to watch those addictive Marvel movies. Which is fine during the winter when you tend to be indoors more often. But during the summer, you may find you're not watching one subscription or all of them at all. So why not try unsubscribing from one or all and then resubscribing when you're more likely to need them? Getting rid of Disney Plus during the summer months nets me an extra £12.99 a month that I can use elsewhere. This one is a personal favourite of mine. For anyone that has children, you know how frequently they grow in and out of clothes and shoes. Using secondhand marketplaces on Facebook or an app like Vinted is a game changer. The markdown on secondhand clothes can be amazing. In a lot of cases, you can find really good condition items at 80% of the retail price when new. That's an incredible saving. Now, I personally love Vinted. I've used it to buy and sell clothes for both me and my children. If you're looking for a cheap pair of trainers for your kids and you don't want to buy a new pair, Vinted is a great place to check out. In addition, you also have apps like Top Cashback that can give you money off common items, so it's worth checking that out too. Now, this doesn't mean changing your energy or electric supplier necessarily. Due to Ofcom regulations, suppliers are pretty competitive with their pricing, although feel free to shop around and change suppliers if you want. What I would recommend is some small changes that you make at home to reduce your monthly bill. It may seem simple, but start by turning off lights when you're leaving a room with no one in it. Switch to energy-saving bulbs to lower the consumption, and one that I've found to be particularly helpful is turning off electronics when not in use. Even in a standby state, our devices are consuming energy. We can all agree that fuel and cars in general are expensive, so why not try walking, cycling, or carpooling when possible? On a personal note, I managed to benefit from this by accident. During COVID, I ended up working from home, and I still am. I started running to the nearest town to do my food shopping, and then getting a lift back with my partner after they finished work. I not only saved money, but also got fitter in the process. So there was no need for those pesky gym memberships either. Supermarket-owned brands are often just as good, if not better than the brand name equivalent, but cost half the price. Now, you may not substitute all your groceries for the own branded stuff, but you'll be surprised how much you'll swap and ultimately save. If I do the same shop in Tesco with the branded items and in Aldi with the own branded items, it's going to cost half as much. After just a month of budgeting and swapping groceries for the own branded items, I took £250 off my monthly grocery bill. That's a huge saving that I can pump into my own investments. Impulse buying drains your bank account. If you want something, wait 30 days. If you still need it, then consider buying it. There have been numerous purchases over the year that I've nearly bought on impulse. In most of those cases, after 30 days, I didn't want or need it. Try to fix things when you can instead of replacing them. YouTube has tutorials on everything, from sewing to basic home repairs. In the past year alone, I've had 2 plumbing related instances that I've managed to fix myself. When you consider that a call-out charge for a plumber would have cost me £45 on each occasion, that's £90 I saved myself. Now obviously, if you're unsure about any home repair, please call a professional. As I said at the top of the video, this isn't about depriving yourself of fun. Replace spending your money on material items and spend them instead on experiences. We tend to forget the things that we buy, but we don't forget our experiences. So there you have it, 10 frugal living tips to help you spend less and save more. Do you have any other tips that you find useful? Let me know in the comments. If you found this video helpful, feel free to give it a like and share it with someone you think might benefit from it. Don't forget to subscribe for more quick investing tips, and I'll see you in the next video.